There are eBay categories and there are store categories. eBay categories are the ones you know and love that you choose to list your items in and that you search by and you browse by and have been around forever. Store categories are a set of custom categories you set up depending on what you sell to help your specific buyers navigate to your specific niches within your store or within your listings. Whether or not you decide to do this may depend on what kind of buyers you have, what kind of stuff you sell, and how well the automatic eBay categories fit for what you're doing. In my case, in this store, I'm selling mostly health and beauty, and it really fits quite neatly into the existing eBay categories. So when eBay shows the categories I have my items listed in here in my store, these are pretty good. These are going to help my customers find what they need. I don't really plan to make much use of custom categories in this store, but I'll show you how to set them up nonetheless. In my other store, where I sell collectibles and much odder things, categories are much more useful, as I can have categories for very specific niches within eBay's categories that aren't granular enough. You may very well be in a similar position and want to set up categories, so this is how you do it. Make sure you're logged into eBay and go to your store. If you forget how to get there, it's going to be ebay.com/str/ the name of your store, and click your Manage My Store button. On the Manage My Store page, choose Store Categories under Store Design. And this is the page on which you set up categories. I know it's not beautiful to look at, but it's all we have. Now, you can nest categories within other categories, and you can also choose the order for your categories. So give a little bit of thought to your desired taxonomical system before you begin or make a list. And this is all you do. Click Add Category, and you can add a whole bunch of them at once. So you can add this many, you can add more than that, whatever you need. And then when you're done, hit Save. And they'll appear here. They have no subcategories as of yet, and no listings are assigned to them. You assign listings to categories on the Create a Listing form. You probably have noticed that after the place where you fill in what category it's going to go in eBay-wise, you can choose a store category as well. That's where you do it. So once you have your list of categories, they may be fine as is, or you can create subcategories as needed. It's a little bit strange how you do it, and once they modernize this page, I'm sure it will be much, much easier, but we're working with the limits of the technology of the time that they built this page, I assume. To create a subcategory, you have to create it like a normal category, and then you have to move it, but you move it into another existing category. So we click Shampoo, Move Category, and we choose that we would like that to be a subcategory of hair products and click Move. And now we see hair products as one subcategory. I know that's so awkward, but that's how you do it. You can also reorder the categories. You can choose to make them alphabetical by number of listings or manually. And manually involves selecting them and using this system to click them up and down the list. You can go into your second level ones. If I had more than one, I could move those around, and I could even nest to a third level. Again, this is limitations of the technology at the time they built this page. Someday they'll update this to a modern drag and drop interface and life will be much easier, but you really don't have to fuss with this too often, so it's all right. So you can obviously also delete them by selecting and hitting delete. And if I had items assigned to these categories, I would see the list of how many in here, and I could click on that to see what items were in there. As it is, all of my items are assigned to other, and so if I click on that, I will see all of my items that are actively listed. And I could, if I would like, organize these into my new store categories using the bulk edit features. So I could select this and this and this and do a bulk edit. and then select them all again. Choose to edit fields, go into categories, and this is the eBay category, and here's the store category, so I could change it to one of these things I've just created. Of course, none of them are applicable, so I'm not going to do that, but I could. And here's the second level categories, and then we just submit the changes once it's all set. So that's how you bulk plop things into your store categories when you first get started. And that's the story with store categories. There's a couple of things we can do with them in terms of our store and listings, which I will show you in another video. Hope that was helpful. If so, please click the like and bell icons on the YouTube. And thank you and take care.